guys, Aldo and Rio back for your Friday slot here on the Pagan Perspective. I'm inside the car again because I am out here for 4th of July shopping, and I figured I would have time to do my video. It's extremely hot out here, so you may hear the air conditioning inside the background. Sorry, it's just very, very hot out here. I think the dashboard's reading like 104. My vehicle's black, so it's probably pulling in more heat, but I digress. The topic this week is how do we get back to basics, and also, you know, what is at the core of our practice. And there's kind of a question in there that says, why did we even begin our particular practice from start, right? And if you guys have been watching me, you know that I said that I was drawn to magic. I was drawn to spells. I was drawn to the Japanese mysticism in anime and American cartoons, watching Mickey Mouse as a wizard with the hat that he had that was the cone of power. Over time, my practice has kind of morphed into helping people. Talked about bulk boxes. I talked about our occult shells. I kind of revealed to you guys some details about my own personal practice and how I've been using magic to help people over the last few years. My practice has changed to the need to help people, right? I want to better people's lives. I want to help people get out of situations that they are going through. My practice, that's the core of it. I want to help my family. I want to help you and your family. I want to help people who are down on their luck or being attacked. I have a very strong interest for the last few years of helping people rid themselves of malevolent entities. I have a real need and a real desire to help people free themselves of malevolent entities, whether it's infested one of their belongings, whether it infested their self, and through their body. And I think that generally comes from my journey into energy work, my journey into Reiki healing, and just the need to help as many people as possible. I've always been the type of person that could not stand by and watch someone be harmed. I hate injustice. I hate injustice in any of its forms. Whether it's blind or deliberate, I can't stand it. And when you have an entity, be it demonic or malevolent, and it's attempting to take advantage of children, advantage of vulnerable people, that gets on my nerves. So I believe, for me, I'm mixing my past life, my past lives. I believe my past lives were warrior lives, and that's where that comes from. Jumping to the defense of people, trying to help people who can't help themselves. And I believe in this current incarnation of this current flesh body, my task is to help as many people as possible. And all of my techniques are geared toward that. That's what I'm here to do. Now, to get back to basics in your practice, I would say meditation and journaling is key. Meditation, journaling, understand what's happening to you on a day-to-day basis. During my recent meditations, I found that I was almost on autopilot, right? I mean, I would get up, I would go to work, I would read my emails and, work with customers and clients. And it just became so routine for the last 5 or 6 years, where I wasn't constantly or consciously processing a lot of stuff, a lot of things with family, a lot of things with my spirit team and things. I really wasn't processing things, and it wasn't until I started journaling. I got into bullet journaling. I want to say I'm in the middle of COVID, and then the COVID lockdowns that we have a lot in the United States, and it just made me more aware. Like, there's things that were said, promises I made, visions and products I wanted to create, and I realized a lot of things just weren't getting done. They were getting promised and they just weren't getting done, because for me, I thought that I could hold it in my head. I thought that if I say I'm going to do a thing, I'm going to do it because it's going to be stuck in my head. But in reality, we get bombarded with so many obligations, so many conversations, so many bills and friendships, and then you get caught up in television, and before long you forget what your commitment was. So it's very important to meditate. It's very important to reflect. It's very important to ground and center and understand who you are inside, understand your needs, and understand your goals, and then create milestones to accomplish them. And I realized I was failing at that. I realized that in the past, when I would say I would post a video, if I said I would do a book review, it never got done because I thought I could hold it in my head and get to it. So I apologize to you folks again for not either reading the comments or not responding to your comment, or not following up on a promise for a project. So that is The reason, because I wasn't journaling. I think it's important to always evaluate and reflect on what your goals are and where you are with them. So with that said, I will leave you guys to enjoy your holiday weekend. If you're here in the United States, happy holidays. If you were in Canada, I know Canada had their Canada Day, I want to say 1 or 2 days ago, so happy Canada Day. Wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying your weather. I know that politics is a mess all over the world, so I hope you're avoiding those little snags that can come up, and you've been taking care of yourself and your family. Quick note on my personal projects: we are still working on the website. The bulk bags are coming. That is something that is that is inside of my bullet journal. That's coming. I'm also working hard, and I've got my team working hard on creating a custom Mojo bag service. That's right, folks. So if you are the type of guy or girl who would love to create a Mojo bag or personal protection bag or a bag for gambling, but you just don't have the time to go to your metaphysical stores, you don't have the time to go and pick out the colors and get your hands on all the herbs from the apothecary, I'm going to be offering that very soon. So that way you can come in, you can say what kind of bag that you want to have created, and we can custom create that bag and have it sent out to you. And we're going to be offering overnight shipping if it's a very important situation. Like, for example, if you know that you're vulnerable during your birthday and you want to have a protection bag for your birthday and you need to have it within 2 to 3 days, we can do that. It's going to cost a little more just because U.S. postal shipping and UPS and FedEx, they cost almost like $20 to $30 in America just to have the thing overnighted to begin with. And then the materials, the herbs, we're going to be using real herbs. These are going to be roots. I'm going to be getting these things from apothecaries. I'm going to write that down in my bullet journal to show you on my personal channel the construction of one of these bags, so you can see the things that go into it, and then also what makes my bag a bit different than what you may get if you've used other shops is that I'm going to be Reiki charging mines. So if you've ever used any Reiki charge product, whether it be a candle or you've Reiki'd your food or medicine, you understand that it kind of puts a bit of a magical shine on it, and it actually improves all of the properties of that particular medicine or product. So look forward to that, folks. I'm gonna leave a link down below. Again, the website's not quite ready, but if you want to go there and see, like, you see the actual coming soon areas, and if you got any suggestions, there's a contact us portion on the website. And again, that's how I plan to help people. I want to get these bags to people who would love to make their own, but perhaps you live in a town where you can't get mandrake root. Perhaps you live in a town where you can't get oak moss. Well, I'm going to be getting these things created for you, and we will have the ability to get them to you pretty fast if you need it for an emergency. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, I want to see your happy faces here next week. Please be safe this weekend. Blessed be.